Reheating leftovers seems harmless, right? But for people over 50, it might be doing more damage than you think. Some foods, when reheated, don't just lose flavor or texture. They actually turn into health traps that can mess with your digestion, spike your blood sugar, and even chip away at your memory and balance. You won't feel it right away, but over time the effects add up. Bloating, brain fog, stiffness, fatigue. Sound familiar? The truth is, your microwave might be undoing your healthy choices without you even knowing. But here's the twist. Not all reheated foods are bad. In fact, some get better the second time around. More nutrients, better gut health, and a steady flow of energy that lasts all day. If you're looking to boost your immunity, protect your heart, and stay active well into your 60s and 70s, you need to know the difference. This isn't about fear. It's about freedom. Freedom from the little aches and setbacks that steal joy from your day. In this video, you'll discover the 3 worst foods to reheat after 50 and the 3 best ones you should be reheating. Plus, stick around to the end, because there's one food that looks totally innocent, but could be quietly draining your energy meal after meal. Let's set the record straight. Not all leftovers are created equal. Some deserve a second chance. Others don't. Let's find out which is which. Let's kick things off with a food that actually gets healthier when reheated. Surprising, right? But it's true. For older adults looking to protect their gut, balance blood sugar, and keep energy steady, reheated oatmeal might be your best-kept secret. Here's what happens. When you cook oatmeal, let it cool and then reheat it later. The starches change form. They become what's called resistant starch. This special type of starch doesn't break down in your small intestine. Instead, it feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut, which helps digestion, reduces inflammation, and improves blood sugar control. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that adding resistant starch to daily meals helped improve insulin sensitivity by over 30% in older adults. That's huge for anyone managing diabetes or pre-diabetes. Oatmeal is also rich in beta-glucan, a fiber proven to lower LDL cholesterol and support heart health. Add that to the slow delivery energy oatmeal provides, and you've got a breakfast that fuels your day without sugar crashes. Sprinkle in some cinnamon or toss in a handful of walnuts or blueberries, and now you've boosted the antioxidant load too. It's cheap, easy, and powerful. Picture this. You're waking up on a chilly morning. You reheat a bowl of oatmeal from yesterday. You feel full, warm, and focused. That's not just breakfast. That's a morning routine that supports your health with every bite. If oatmeal's already part of your morning, and you've ever reheated it for a quick, comforting meal, drop a 1 in the comments. Let's hear from all the folks who've made this simple habit part of their healthy routine. And if you've never tried reheating it before, this might be your sign to give it a shot tomorrow morning. If oatmeal supports your morning, soup is your best friend by night. Especially for folks over 50, reheated vegetable soup is more than just comfort. It's a smart move for your joints, your immune system, and your digestion. Here's why it works. When you slowly cook vegetables like carrots, celery, onions, or spinach, and then let the soup sit overnight, the cell walls of those veggies start to break down. That process releases more antioxidants, minerals, and plant compounds that weren't fully available during the first cook. According to a 2021 study in Frontiers in Nutrition, reheated soup made from root vegetables showed a 35% increase in bioavailable polyphenols, which are natural compounds that fight inflammation and support immunity. That's not just science, it's practical. As we age, our bodies deal with more stiffness, weaker immune defenses, and slower digestion. A warm bowl of soup can gently support all 3. Add anti-inflammatory ingredients like garlic, turmeric, or parsley, and you've got a meal that calms your body from the inside out. For seniors with reduced appetite or sensitive stomachs, soup is easy to digest and hydrates without overwhelming the gut. You don't need fancy recipes. Just simmer fresh vegetables in low-sodium broth, cool it down, and reheat a portion the next day. Serve it warm, not boiling, and you've got a powerful tool that soothes, nourishes, and protects. So next time you make a pot of soup, don't toss the leftovers. Reheat them with intention. That bowl might be doing more for your health than you realize. It's not just dinner. It's quiet medicine, one spoonful at a time. If oatmeal kicks off your day and soup keeps you going, brown rice is the quiet strength that carries you through. It may not look exciting on the plate, but when it's reheated the right way, brown rice delivers serious health benefits for people over 50. Unlike white rice, brown rice keeps its outer layers intact. That means more fiber, more B vitamins, and more minerals like magnesium and selenium. These nutrients are essential as we age. Magnesium alone supports over 300 bodily functions, including blood pressure control, nerve signaling, and muscle relaxation. And here's the kicker. When you cook brown rice, let it cool and then reheat it gently. The starches form a special compound called resistant starch. Just like oatmeal, this type of starch feeds the good bacteria in your gut, helping to reduce inflammation and improve digestion. A study in nutrition research found that seniors who ate whole grains like brown rice at least 3 times a week had a 21% lower risk of heart disease and better insulin control compared to those who didn't. That's no small deal, especially if you're trying to manage diabetes, fatigue, or digestive issues. The key is reheating it properly. Don't microwave it on high until it's dry and rubbery. Instead, steam it or warm it in a pan with a splash of water. That keeps the nutrients intact and the texture soft and easy to chew. Brown rice is flexible too. Mix it with soft veggies, lentils, or a bit of olive oil. You've got a meal that's easy on your gut, friendly to your heart, and rich in long-lasting energy. It won't spike your blood sugar like white rice or leave you feeling drained by mid-afternoon. And unlike many packaged foods, it actually supports your body with every bite. So, if brown rice isn't already part of your weekly rotation, now's a good time to start. Keep a batch in the fridge and warm up what you need. It's simple, affordable, and full of life-giving nutrients your body needs more than ever. Before we dive into the 3 foods you should never reheat, especially 3 fruits that could quietly sabotage your health, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. We've got more straight-shooting health tips coming your way, and they could make a real difference. Now let's talk about one food that should never be reheated. Mushrooms may seem healthy and harmless, but when it comes to leftovers, they're one of the biggest risks for older adults. Freshly cooked mushrooms are rich in antioxidants, fiber, and complex proteins that support immune function and digestion. But here's the problem. When mushrooms are cooled and then reheated, their proteins begin to break down in unhealthy ways. These structural changes can make them harder to digest and more likely to cause bloating, gas, and nausea. That may not sound serious, but for people over 50 with slower digestion or a sensitive gut, these effects build up fast. Worse yet, mushrooms stored at room temperature or reheated at low heat can become a breeding ground for harmful bacteria like Listeria and Clostridium botulinum. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, foodborne illness from improper storage or reheating causes over 128,000 hospitalizations in the U.S. each year. Seniors are one of the most vulnerable groups, even when symptoms don't show up right away. The long-term damage can quietly affect your digestion, your energy, and even your nervous system. If you're sautéing mushrooms in butter or oil, the risks are even higher. Fats break down when reheated, producing oxidation compounds that increase inflammation throughout the body. So the next time you're tempted to reheat that mushroom dish, pause and think twice. Mushrooms are best enjoyed fresh. Don't let a simple mistake turn a healthy plate into a hidden danger. Your gut, your brain, and your peace of mind will thank you. Mushrooms aren't the only healthy food that turns risky when reheated. Eggs, one of the most common items in American kitchens, can also become a problem for people over 50 when eaten the second time around. Eggs are loaded with protein, vitamin D, and choline. They support brain health, muscle strength, and energy levels. But once cooked eggs cool down and are stored, their structure changes. Reheating them, especially in the microwave or on high heat, causes the proteins and fats to oxidize. This process creates compounds that are hard to digest and even harmful to the heart and arteries. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry showed that oxidized cholesterol from reheated animal fats, including eggs, is linked to an increased risk of atherosclerosis and inflammation in older adults. That's a serious red flag for anyone managing high blood pressure, cholesterol, or heart disease. Fried and scrambled eggs are especially risky because they're often cooked in butter or oil. When you reheat them, those fats break down and produce substances that can irritate your gut and stress your cardiovascular system. You may not feel it right away, but over time, the discomfort, brain fog, and energy crashes become part of your daily routine. The fix is simple. Eat your eggs fresh. Stick to boiled, poached, or gently scrambled eggs and avoid storing them overnight. What seems like a time saver may actually be costing your health. One small change now could protect your heart and your digestion for years to come. If eggs are risky to reheat, white potatoes might be even worse. They may feel like comfort food, but for older adults, reheating white potatoes can quietly cause more harm than good. White potatoes are naturally high on the glycemic index, which means they break down fast into sugar and cause sharp spikes in blood sugar levels. When you cook them, let them cool, and then reheat them with butter, oil, or cream. The starches change into a form that makes these spikes even worse. According to the American Diabetes Association, rapid blood sugar swings increase the risk of fatigue, nerve damage, and poor circulation in adults over 50. That's not all. Reheating potatoes in plastic containers can release harmful chemicals like BPA. This chemical has been linked to hormonal imbalances, increased blood pressure, and heart issues. Many seniors reheat leftovers in microwave-safe containers, not realizing that heat and plastic do not mix well. Even more concerning, reheated potatoes can leave you feeling tired, stiff, and foggy after meals. You may chalk it up to aging, but the real cause could be sitting on your plate. Unlike sweet potatoes, white potatoes lack antioxidants. They fill you up, but they don't feed your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong. So here's the bottom line. If you love potatoes, enjoy them fresh and avoid reheating them the next day. Swap in sweet potatoes or colorful root vegetables instead. A small shift on your plate can protect your heart, your brain, and your balance, far more than you think. Every meal you eat is a choice. And after 50, those choices carry more weight than ever. Reheating food may seem like a small, harmless habit, but the truth is, it can quietly shape your health, your energy, and your independence. The wrong foods, reheated the wrong way, can lead to blood sugar spikes, heart strain, joint pain, brain fog, and digestive trouble that wears you down day by day. But there is good news. You can take control. You can protect your body and your mind with simple, smart steps. Reheat foods like oatmeal, brown rice, and vegetable soup. These meals don't just warm your stomach, they strengthen your heart, stabilize your blood sugar, and support healthy digestion. They help you feel sharp, balanced, and full of energy throughout the day. That's the kind of fuel your body needs now. On the other hand, say no to leftovers like eggs, mushrooms, and white potatoes. These may seem safe, but they can stir up inflammation, disrupt digestion, and put pressure on your heart and nerves. What you think is convenience might be slowly draining your strength. So take a moment, open your fridge, and look again. Ask yourself, is this food still helping me or is it holding me back? This is your time. You've earned the right to feel good, think clearly, and move freely. Choose meals that support your future, one bite at a time. One smart choice today can change everything tomorrow.